Hello everyone, it is Mrs. Red here from Mrs. Red's Art Room, and we're going to be having a look at the new art cart today. It's been restructured. The first one is the doodling cart, so join me and we'll have a look at what's inside the box. So for those of you that have actually bought the doodling cart, thank you very much. You will receive this contents inside. The colours will vary though. So we've got the little Fabriano Veneza journal, 3 of the Unipin fine line drawing pens, a Jazz Art aqua brush, 2 Tombow dual brush pens, 3 of the Koi brush pens, and 1 metallic Posca pen in the fine nib. So let's have a little bit more of an explore of what we can do with these materials. All right, let's start with the Fabriano Veneza art journal. Gorgeous little books. You can get them in a bigger size as well. Just love the feeling of these, the nice little thickness, etc. This paper is a 200 GSM paper, nice and thick, and it's not a watercolor paper, it is a mixed media paper, so perfect for what we want to do with it, with the doodling pens, etc. Now this particular one is one I have used in the past for the now defunct subscription art cart. We did a doodling month, and the examples that start the journal out is of the pens that were used in that art cart, which are different to the ones that we're using in this doodling cart. And that's why you're getting a bit of bleed on the other side. You're not going to get that with the pens that you're using for this one. So in regards to the pens that I've put in this doodling cart, everything can be added to. So you may have a lot of drawing pens, be them the black drawing pens or the coloured ones. You're adding to your stash of art supplies. If this is very new to you and this very much is your starter kit, you are going to be able to get by with what is in the cart to start with, and by all means you grow on it. No one's to say that you have to just use what is here to fill this whole journal. I think that would become a little bit too you know, just boring. You just keep seeing those same colours happening again and again and again. So we don't want that. Now with your pens, the Unipin fine line markers, everyone's getting a 0.1, 0.3 and a 0.5. So that's your different weights in there, and you can see the examples of that throughout that example that I have done there. Beautiful pens to use. They are waterproof, so they were put down first before the washes of the watercolour markers, and they will not bleed. And yeah, so beautiful to use and also will not go through. With your aqua brush, obviously you're getting an aqua brush because the Tombows and the Koi are all water brush marker pens, so we had to have a brush involved. So here's my little example of me actually playing with them earlier. Using either or, the one thing I have found is that when you put your colour down, you cannot walk away, let it dry for too long before you want to add your watercolour. It really has to be quite immediate, and it will just water in to a beautiful watercolour with your aqua brush. Obviously you've put water into your aqua brush and made sure that the nib is wet before you start that. You get that beautiful gradation. If I try, let's just test it, if I try and go back to this one now, which was done yesterday, it is still moving, which is good. So it's proving me wrong, quite frankly. So they will all bleed into that. As you will see in that example artwork I have done, really love, say, the washes here that you're getting from those 2 colours. So the 2 colours that were used in that example were those, and the 3 pens. Didn't use the Posca pen. The Posca pen has been used in these examples. I don't know if you can see the shimmer happening. Oh, there we go. You can see that shimmer one. That's the metallic pink marker pen being used on there. So they come up beautifully. Just didn't want to use it in that artwork there. Doesn't mean to say that it won't be used though in another one. And then the Koi markers, very much the same as the Tombow markers. Sorry, with the Tombow markers you do get 2 ends. They're a dual tip, so you do have that fine one too, which is going to be perfect for some of your doodling pages where you're actually doodling with the colour. The Koi markers are just a brush tip. So you can get kind of fine. And then again, we can put water to that. Competing with our birds today. They've been quite noisy. They are outside. I put them outside to shut them up, but that didn't work because now they're talking to all the wild birds. There we go. All right, so in regards to you sharing your work, coming up on the screen now is the hashtag, the Doodling Cart. Use that hashtag for your Instagram, your Facebook. Go to the Facebook, the Mrs. Red's Facebook group as well. I really want to see everyone sharing their different doodling patterns. And remember, you can look on Pinterest for inspiration for the doodling. When it comes to doodling, as simple as you think it is, coming up with new patterns is actually really tiresome, and you will get to a point where you just got a block and you just cannot think of a new pattern at all. So you do need to go to Pinterest and have a look at some doodling patterns. Just type in doodling. It will come up with so many designs and different patterns that have been created. That's where you get your inspiration from. You will find that you have certain patterns that you will find repeated in every doodling page you do. For example, mine is very much that one. That is my go-to, and interestingly, that was the very first one that went down. This is another one that always comes up, and the fish scales, they always come up as well. These little designs and these ones here and another one, and these ones as well. They're all pretty much, that's a new one. This one's a new one, that's a new pattern. Yeah, there's so many out there and you will love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's fill these books up. I want to see people completing these little journals. It'll be so exciting. Like I said, I'm going to do the same thing. Hashtag the Doodling Cart. Add more pens to your range. You can shop with Mrs. Red's online shop, Mrs. Red's art shop. You can use markers that are not wash as well. Just bear in mind, if you use one that is alcohol based, which these ones were, it's the Mepsky marker, which I do not have one lying around at the moment. Nope. They will bleed through. So bear that in mind, that you're not going to be able to just keep repeating artworks on the following page if you have a bleed through. So I've had to leave that page blank there for it. I think I'll continue on though without pens that don't bleed through, so that I can do complete double page spreads and just continue the book from there. Go enjoy. I can't wait to see everyone's work. I just wanted to show you my Pinterest page on doodling and watercolour. Now this is one of the boards that I have set up myself, and it has just loads and loads of doodling inspiration. There's heaps of ideas that you can get from here for complete page spreads or just even a simple little design. So get into Pinterest, go through and just search for doodling, and it is just mind-blowing how much inspiration you'll find out there and be able to take from. Try different patterns. Some you won't enjoy, other ones will just be natural to you and they'll become your favourites that just appear in everything. So there we go. Lots and lots of inspiration in that, and that's just one of my boards that I've just put up there, which you can view. It's not a closed board by any means. And yeah, when I need to have a new idea, that's where I head. So now you know what is inside the Doodling Cart. Remember the hashtag, the Doodling Cart, so that you can upload all your doodlings in your journal. I'm going to get on with my next page as well. Enjoy, and I will see you on social media.